Every single time I post a video about living in Florida, I get comments like, wait, you can do what? Where? I can't do that where I live. So today we're talking about things that really make Florida stand out. And these are the freedoms that we have in Florida that other states don't. And if you're watching this from another state, some of these things are really going to surprise you. Because here in Florida, we operate under a different mindset. One that's built around trust, personal responsibility, and a belief that adults can make their own decisions that are totally normal here in Florida, but are unheard of in other states. And these freedoms we're about to get into are coming from my clients that I talk to from New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Illinois, and California. And these are going to range from gun laws to beach access and how we live and dress here in the state of Florida. So if you're new here, my name's Milady Gunning. I am your real estate guide here on Florida's Treasure Coast. And let's just jump right into it. Number 1, no state income tax. Let's just get this right out of the way first, because it's obvious, but it does need to be said. Florida has no state income tax. None. Zero. No paycheck deductions. No state return at the end of the year. No surprise bill that makes you rethink every financial decision when you live in your state. I'm sure you're wondering, what's the catch?
Hell yeah.
There isn't one. When people move here, they constantly think that they forgot to pay something. Where do I file in Florida? You don't. That money just stays with you. This isn't just about saving money, it's about changing behavior. People will take risks sooner. They start businesses they might not have started in their home state. They retire earlier. They feel less trapped. And this is the foundation of Florida living. Everything else is just going to build on this. So number 2, golf carts are common and they are real transportation. In many parts of the country, golf carts are actually novelty items, and they belong on a golf course or behind a gate. Here on the Treasure Coast, there are communities where they are real transportation, especially in those master planned and golf gated communities, and even in some of the rural spots. In Riverland and Port St. Lucie, it is completely normal to see people hopping on their golf cart, going to the gym, going to play pickleball, or going to get something to eat, or even see a neighbor. Same thing happens in golf course communities like Hammock Creek and Palm City. Golf carts aren't a workaround, they're part of the lifestyle. People use them daily, kids grow up seeing them as normal, neighbors wave as they pass by. If you tried this in places like New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, California, it would turn into permits, complaints, hassles, or outright bans. Number 3, Florida gun laws are far less restrictive than people expect. This one, my folks from New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and California, they never expect this. Florida gun laws are far less restrictive than most people are used to. For eligible adults, Florida allows permitless concealed carry. There is no requirement for a permit, just legally carry.
Say hello to my little friend.
And there's no firearm registration like you see in other states. That does not mean there's no rules. It just means the starting point is a little bit different. The assumption here is if you are a law-abiding adult, you are responsible for knowing and following the law. No jumping through layers of permission first. For people moving from higher regulated states, this is often one of the bigger shocks. Whether someone agrees with this or not, this alone makes Florida feel very different for where they came from. Number 4, access to the gun range is easy and it's normal. This is the part that people don't actually think about until after they move. In Florida, gun ranges are easy and they're normal. Indoor ranges, outdoor ranges, public and private options. You don't have to drive hours. You don't need exclusive memberships everywhere. And you don't feel you're doing something unusual just by going. For people coming from states like New York, Massachusetts, California, range access can feel limited, expensive, and very tightly controlled. Here, it's treated like another hobby. People go on weekends, they go after work, they go with their friends and their family. It's not controversial, it's just normal. Number 5, no annual vehicle inspections. If you've ever waited in line somewhere in Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, this one can feel unreal. Florida does not require annual safety or emissions inspections. No stickers, no failing over a sensor, no coming back next week. If your car runs and you maintain it, the state trusts you. That word matters here. Hey friends, it's Mulaney Gunning, and as much as I love making these videos, there's one thing I love even more, and that's helping families and people from all across the United States make the move to Florida's Treasure Coast. I've guided countless families to make the move, so whether you're coming out next week, next month, or even next year, don't hesitate to reach out. My contact information is right here on the screen and linked in the description in case you missed the on-screen pop-up. I look forward to helping you and your family make the move to Florida's Treasure Coast. Number 6, your beach access is actually public. In many coastal states, beach access is actually very limited. Private roads, paid parking, and limited access points. Here in Jupiter, Hope Sound, and Stewart, beach access is a regular part of life. You park, you walk, and you're in the sand. No gatekeepers, no drama. Number 7 is the fishing. In Florida, fishing is not a special event. People can fish from bridges, canals, shorelines, all over Florida's Treasure Coast. In many other states, you would need private property access or permits. Here in Florida, it's very normal to see people fishing on your way home from work. Number 8, you can ride and own that jet ski with no boating license. In Florida, you can own and operate a jet ski without a boating license. If you're coming from places like New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, California, riding a personal watercraft usually means classes, certifications, licenses, and restrictions. Here, if you're legally allowed to operate it and you follow the rules on the water, you're good. People keep jet skis in their homes, they launch from local ramps, they ride before work, after work, and even on a random Tuesday. I know I'm guilty of that. Jet ski life is treated like everyday Florida life. Number 9 is wildlife has the right of way. In Florida, wildlife isn't hidden. We've got gators, turtles, manatees, deer, boar, iguanas, you name it, they're here. And they live here among us. They cross the road, we stop. They have the right of way. For people moving here, sometimes that feels a little unreal. Number 10, life happens outside all year. This one people don't truly understand until they live here. In Florida, life happens outside, and it happens year-round. You've got your morning coffee on the lanai, evening walks in January, pickleball in December, dinner outside in February. There's really no indoor season and outdoor season, it's just life. Cold weather states simply don't have this consistency, and once people experience it, it drastically changes how they live. Number 11, you see small aircraft all the time. This one can catch people off guard. Helicopters overhead, banner planes along the beach, seaplanes landing in the water. Florida is one of the most aviation-friendly environments. On the Treasure Coast, seeing a small aircraft overhead is just part of the normal backdrop. People moving here from the Northeast or the Midwest don't really realize how active the sky actually is. Number 12 is local life isn't as seasonal as people like to think. This one almost everybody gets wrong before they move here. Yes, Florida has snowbirds, but this part is real. What people don't realize is local life is not seasonal. Places like Stewart, Palm City, Jupiter, Port St. Lucie, they don't shut down half the year. They are running year-round. There are real schools, there are full sports seasons, local leagues, civic events, community routines. Kids are in school in January, they're in school in August. Youth sports do not pause. Town events continually happen. Local businesses, they stay open. A lot of people move here expecting more of a touristy economy, and what they find instead is a more consistent normalcy. That surprises people almost one of the most on this list. And here's your bonus. This isn't law, but it does surprise almost everybody who moves here. Florida is extremely casual. Flip-flops are normal, shorts are normal, t-shirts are normal. You're gonna see people dressed the same way, whether they're grabbing a coffee, going to church, going to dinner, or even running errands. If you're coming from my northern states, that could feel kind of weird at first. Here in Florida, people are dressing for comfort and practicality. It's not sloppy, it's relaxed. And once you stop dressing for cold, rain, and wind, life just feels easier. All of this adds up to one big thing. Florida feels different because it actually is different. If you're thinking about moving to Stewart, Port St. Lucie, Hope Sound, or anywhere on Florida's Treasure Coast, my team and I help people relocate every single week. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next home tour.